Let's talk about how to gain mental clarity and emotional relief without feeling overwhelmed by your thoughts. Hey, good people, my name is Ola. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to talk all about journaling. Journaling is going to be the thing that helps you gain clarity and take massive action in the things that you do day to day. Essentially, journaling is writing down your thoughts and your ideas, organizing them, processing them so that you know what to do next. It's more than just keeping a diary of what happened during the day or daily events. It's really a personalized system that will help you drive clarity, action, and your productivity. Let's talk about the benefits of journaling. First one is gain control of your unhelpful thoughts by stopping them in their tracks. When you're writing down what you're feeling and your thoughts, you're able to look at them for what they are instead of imagining what they could be, and you're able to make more sense of them. When I have unhelpful thoughts going on and I'm not writing it down, I am allowing them to just kind of run circles and ruminate throughout my mind. And it can be a thought that I'm just stuck on for quite some time. And that's not the most helpful thing to do. That's also not the most productive place or state to be in. To help myself get out of that, I'll take a moment and I'll just write down my thoughts and ideas and feelings. I have the ability to challenge what it is that I'm feeling. Why am I feeling this way? What caused this? What triggered this? This is also going to help our brain take a beat to identify where they're coming from, where the source is. As a result, we'll be able to reduce and stop catastrophizing our worry in the situation. Benefit number two, it helps us to declutter our mind and create space to focus on what's really important. When we're thinking about writing our feelings and our thoughts, we're doing spring cleaning in our mind. And spring cleaning in your mind is the best feeling ever. you have a fresh you have a fresh zeal, you have a fresh energy, a fresh start. If you like the feeling of fresh starts where everything's clean, organized, in its place, ready for you to take a clear action, that's what journaling does for you. It helps you declutter those thoughts and those ideas. You're able to put them down on paper, figure out what's worth focusing on, what doesn't fit right now. I can put that in the parking lot or in an ice box, depending on what you call it, and I can hold on to it for a future time. But I don't necessarily have to focus on it now because it doesn't apply to where I am right now. An example I can give is really starting a business. When you're starting a business, you need to know what problem you solve. You need to know who you solve it for, and you need to have an understanding of how you solve that problem. Focusing on your logo and what colors you're going to use and what website platform and what course, like how much the course is going to cost means nothing. If you receive it, go ahead and receive it. But that's something where you would write it down and you would put that to the side until it's time for you to focus on those things. Because I first have to identify and know foundation. If I don't know the foundation, it means nothing for me to have all the extra stuff. Declutter your mind and create space to focus on the things that matter. Our next benefit. Journaling helps you create space to record the things that you're grateful for. So, I don't know about you, but gratitude will take you out of the funk really quickly. If you're focused on the things that you're grateful for, it's really hard to be frustrated, angry, side eyeing things that at the end of the day don't matter. This creates a domino effect. When you start focusing on the things that you're grateful for, it strengthens relationships because you're looking at things from a different perspective. It's going to improve your productivity because you're looking at things from a different perspective. You're seeing it as a gain. You're seeing it as I get to do this or I get to impact this way. I have the privilege to do, I have the privilege to be, I have the privilege to serve. When you think of things that way and you're thinking at it from a perspective of gratitude, then you're not complaining as much. And complaining does nothing. It doesn't change the situation. If anything, it annoys the people that you're complaining to or you're venting to. It increases your personal joy. I don't know about you, but I like being happy more than I like being sad. If you like being sad more than you like being happy, this I can't help you. The next benefit for journaling, it is the ultimate form of self-care. Dedicated journaling time is a way for you to get away, to set aside time that's just for you. You can determine whether or not you want to do this in the morning, in the evening, before bed. Maybe you want to do it in the afternoon. Whatever works best for you, you're able to sit down, create your ambiance, create your environment, create your vibe, make it fun, make it something that you look forward to. So you're able to reflect on your day, reflect on the season that you're in. You're able to redefine who you decide to become, all within your book, all within your journal. Now, whether your journal is whether your journal is digital, whether it is paper, whether you decide to journal on your phone, it's the ultimate form of self-care because it's time for you to stop and focus in on you and the things that you can do in order to become your best self. Now, let's talk about different journaling methods that you may want to implement in this practice. The first one is morning pages. Now, if you've heard of morning pages, it's pretty much where you're writing 2, 3, 5 pages, just whatever's coming to mind. It's free flowing, a stream of consciousness. Essentially, what you're doing is you designate your time that you're going to start journaling. And then when that time comes and you're in your spot, you're in your space, and you begin, you're just writing down whatever's coming to mind. It doesn't have to be organized. It doesn't have to be a certain way. There aren't any rules when it comes to journaling. The next one is one sentence a day. And for this method, this is where you would sum up a feeling, a thought, or what's going on in your day or in this season in one sentence. And you do this every single day. So, for instance, I could say for today, at the time of this recording, I am feeling energetic and proud of my consistency in recording YouTube videos. And that could be my sentence for the day. So then when I come back and look and I see the date and what's going on, I can think back and be like, oh, I was just starting to like really get into filming YouTube videos. And so on this day, I was feeling really great. Actually, let me see if I can find the video that I recorded during that time. Go back, look at it and say, girl, I've come so far. So that's an example of what you can do when it comes to doing one sentence a day. The next key journaling method is journal as if you're writing a letter to God. This is how I started my diary, and this is how I used to start my journals. I would write as if I was writing a letter to God, and I was just telling him about my day and how I was feeling and questions that I had and all of this. And as I got older, those questions got a little deeper. The conversations got a little different, and maturity is a great and beautiful thing. Because I look back at old journals and I'm like, goodness gracious, teenagers are a trip. Yes, that is a method that you can do. The next one is you can do prompts to help you write about a particular subject or aspect of your life. Prompts would include small things that bring you joy. Another prompt would be in a perfect world, and describe in a perfect world what would you want to do? What type of person would you want to be? How do you want to live? What kind of business do you have? What kind of career do you have? What does life look like? How often are you traveling? All those things. Another prompt would be my ideal day in life. My ideal day would be I wake up at 5 a.m. I do my quiet time. I do my journaling. I exercise, and then I have my coffee, and I can just go on for days because that's one of my favorite prompts to do. Another prompt would be the best decision I've made. I think this is a really great prompt because a lot of times we're so on the go, 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 go that we don't give ourselves a chance to look back and really look on how far we've come. We don't look at or not decisions, but we don't look back on achievements that we've made. We're just always looking for the next thing and not taking time to celebrate where we've come from. That should definitely be one of the prompts that you use. The best decision I've made. And then another prompt would be I no longer want. This is a very transformative prompt because this is you challenging where you are right now or where you are at the time of starting that prompt and where you want to be, because you're going to start thinking, how can I get there? And so that's a really great prompt as well. Those are some key journaling methods to get you started. Those are methods that I enjoy. You can even mash them up. Maybe one day you do, a sentence a day. This is all I got. Another day you do, morning pages. I got a whole lot to talk about. You can integrate, hey, my journal, I'm writing to God, I'm involving him in all of my ways and every day. Lord, I want you to be in every single detail of my life. This what's going on. Walk me through it. And then also use those prompts. And also, if you have children, you can also implement this into your family routine. I think would be great. Journaling is very helpful. Always remember to review your journal. Review past entries as you start and you go for so long. Maybe, and you can set a time frame. Maybe you want to review every 30 days, every 90 days, see how far you've come in a quarter or in a month, especially if you're on a journey where you're on a transformation journey, changing who you are because you want to reach that next level. If you are an entrepreneur, you definitely want to review how far you've come, because again, we can be so stuck on the go, 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 what's next, that we don't take the moment to celebrate how far we've come. So be sure to do that. Now, we've talked about the benefits. We've talked about prompts. We've talked about different methods. Now let's get into how are we going to stay consistent with doing this. So now we're going to talk about how to stay consistent with journaling. Now, I have a few tips, but first let's just be real. Consistency doesn't necessarily mean every single day. You determine what is consistent, understanding the benefits behind it, how it can transform your day-to-day and your overall life. How committed are you to this exercise? That's going to be the standard you set to determine whether or not you're consistent. Is it going to be every day, every 2 weeks, every month? You determine that. So I'm going to start with saying I'm going to journal every day. So if you're going to journal every day, here's some tips. First one, your journaling is a judgment-free zone. Perfectionists, stop it. If you are a perfectionist, it is very easy, and even recovering perfectionists, it is very easy to think that I need to talk a certain way. And I'm saying talk as if you're writing, yes. I need to talk or write a certain way. It needs to look a certain way. It needs to be formatted a certain way. No, it doesn't. Your journal is for you. Your journal is your private space. So you determine how you're going to journal. You can throw everything that I've said in this video out the window, and you can create your own way to journal. You can do audio journals. You can do all kinds of things, but you determine how you're going to journal. But it has to be a judgment-free zone, because if you're going to start judging yourself on it, then you're going to cause yourself to freeze up and you won't want to do it because you'll feel like you're getting judged. If you judge, you won't take action. So journaling is a judgment-free zone, okay? Our next one is you're going to set a designated time and you don't skip it. Set that schedule, don't skip it. Don't skip a day, don't skip a session, don't skip it. Whatever happens, that is a non-negotiable. My journaling time is my non-negotiable. And you have to set it firm. Set it firm with yourself, set it firm with other people. Hey, it's 5 a.m., I'm journaling. I don't care that I'm sleepy. I'm going to get up out this bed and I'm going to go journal. Or it's 7, or no, not 7. I don't know who going to bed at 7. It's 11 p.m. The house is asleep. The house is down. Everybody good to go. They tucked in their beds. I'm going to journal before I go to sleep. I don't care that I'm sleepy, and if one eye blink for too long, I'm going to be snoozing. I'm going to journal. We just going to have to grab these toothpicks and, pop them in there. But we're going to journal. It has to be a non-negotiable. And then the next one is attach it to another habit. So for instance, if your journaling is going to coincide with your morning routine, if you have one, then attach it to one of the habits that you do in your morning routine. For me, quiet time. I'm up at 5:30. I know I'm going to get out the bed and I'm going to come into my studio and I am going to get in my spot, this very same spot. And so I'll already have everything set up. I'll have my journal in its place, a pen so I don't have to go looking for anything. Then I will go ahead, I'll have my timer. When it goes off, I know to move on to the next thing. So attach it to another habit. That way, you know you're going to do it, or you make it easier for yourself to do it. Your future self thanks you. Remember that journaling is a powerful tool for mental clarity. It'll help you relieve emotions and it'll also help you lessen worry, lessen anxiety so that you're able to be more productive and more present in your day to day and even long term. So, if you found this to be helpful, I want you to go into the comments and let me know your one key takeaway that has helped you in this video. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.